Hey guys, welcome to Pitch Me, the first episode of this new series where we're giving you guys the opportunity to partner or participate in a project that we are thinking about, ruminating on, I don't know. But anyway, today, for a shock, we're talking about Alexander the Great, which is Ashkan Karbasfrooshan, the CEO and founder of WatchMojo's favorite topic of conversation, I think.
Top 10 topic, not number one.
Of course, it's top 10. But anyway, so I have Ep 1, Alexander Live Entertainment Show or Tech-Powered Concept, ? What are we talking about?
What are we talking about? So 13, 14, 15 years ago, I wrote my second book, which was the autobiography of Alexander the Great. So he died a month short of his 33rd birthday. It's from his perspective, his vantage point. It explains why he did. Interesting character, crazy character, possibly a sociopath. But really interesting. He kind of conquered the known world at the time. Now, I kept the rights to it, and I kind of forgot about it. And one day, I just had this idea to produce a Cirque du Soleil-like, Alexander-themed live production show. So it's like, I was watching maybe a Cirque du Soleil show, and I was like, all right, Asian martial arts dancers, they all look and feel the same to me. I was like, I would pay to watch something that kind of took you through his childhood, adolescence, life, death, journeys. There's a lot of themes, the four elements, fire, water, wind, ground, land. The dynamics in his life between his mother, his father, his gay companion, his horse. Evil, good. Lots of themes that I felt, even though I have zero experience actually producing plays or musicals or live shows, I felt would be compelling. Would you watch that, by the way?
I'm not a huge Cirque du Soleil person.
But that's my point.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's very much the same thing. You either like them all or they don't do it for you. And this could be like a Phantom of the Opera kind of like
now
production.
You're talking about language.
Exactly. So it could be a Broadway-like Phantom of the Opera where it's like a show, there's a concept, and you could perform it at any town. It could be a Cirque du Soleil thing where it goes around different cities. Could you imagine Alexander rolls into town and you know what you're going to get, right? If you're a consumer, you're like, hey, honey, let's go to this. It could also be like a Queensryche-like musical rock opera inspired by, you laugh. People made fun of me when I talked about WatchMojo early on. I was like, a video on every topic? That makes no sense. But think of it. Iron Maiden, Alexander the Great, Somewhere in Time, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. These are songs and albums.
It's just funny. It's just very you.
Well, it's something that like WatchMojo. I was like, I would pay to watch that. So I've talked to a lot of producers. I've talked to a lot of people. But I've not really come across anybody or any organization that I'm like, oh, they get it, or they could take this concept and bring it to reality. So as backwards as it is, I've been thinking about this for a year, and I haven't really found what I'm looking for. So as weird as it is, I'm just putting it out there. And you might be thinking, what if somebody steals the idea? I don't care. Ideas are cheap. I got so many ideas. And I will be the first one to buy a ticket to your show. But now, here's the thing that I'm also throwing it out there. I was at the Snap Summit, and they're talking about AR, and they're talking about cameras, and they're talking... So it's 2019. This doesn't need to be a live production. In fact, what I have in mind is like types of applications or executions. It could be 20 different types of entertainment. It could be AR-based. It could be virtual reality-based. It could be an app. It could be a video game. There have been video games that have been loosely...
Oh my God, it can be like Pokemon Go.
Well, that's actually, yeah, it could be like Pokemon Go. Because when I was at the Snap Summit, I was like, ooh, I'll talk to them. But they're busy, too busy. So the whole concept of Pitch Me is...
I feel like you're pitching them too.
Well, that's what it is. When you're, like in this case, an entrepreneur, a creator, a visionary, you succeed when you pass the puck, let somebody else run with an idea. And what I used to say when I would recruit people was, you can't tell creative people be creative within a box. So I'm totally open to this idea. I mean, with WatchMojo, we got a huge promotional arm. We have resources. We have contacts. So it's like if you're watching this and you're like, Ash is on drugs, then... watch the second episode of Pitch Me, which is going to be on something totally different. But if you're watching this and you're like, oh my God, this crazy SOB is onto something, and either we want to partner to do a live entertainment show, or it's a great tech, could also be a trivia. It could be an app. It could just be trivia, like relive Alexander's life just in trivia. I'm open to whatever.
It's a video game.
It's a video game. Well, the video game, look, I've discussed, you can imagine, with a lot of different parties. So I'm kind of sitting on the fence before pulling the trigger on something. So pitch me. What do you have in mind?
Yeah.
Does this resonate? Am I crazy? Let us know.
Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you next time.